Hi, my name is Mark. I'm here with RC News reporting on the Teachers Relay for Cycle Against Suicide. As you can see behind me, the students of the Cycle Against Suicide Committee have begun setting up the course. So I'm here with Miss Grogan. Miss, could you run us through what the course is entailing?
Yes, so we have got a very difficult course set up. So our teachers are going to sprint from the start line, where they will be faced then with a sack race. So they're going to sack race up to the hurdles, where they're going to jump over 2 hurdles, then around under the mat. When they reach the mat, they're then going to run and skip up to the holes where they're going to weave in and out and in and out. Sprinting then again to the egg and spoon. There's a race from here. If the egg gets dropped, they have to go back to the beginning. Once they finish here, they're going to go to this next section here, where they pick up a beanbag, throw it through the hoop, and from here it's a sprint home.
So I'm here at Mr. Munley. We're going to ask you a few questions, if that's alright?
Yeah.
How are you feeling for the race with your team?
Yeah, excited, looking forward to it. Myself, Miss Lytle, Miss Monorella and Mr. Mulvey. I think we've a good kind of chance, we've good spread of youth on our side. Also have good power to weight ratio, and hopefully everyone will be fairly agile. Hopefully the track will suit us.
You're right. Is there any teams that you're scared to come up against?
Yeah, worried about Mr. Toher's team. He's a unit of a man.
Right.
So I think he also Mr. Toner. I reckon he could be himself and Mr. Jordan could be cheating. So we need to keep an eye on that also at the moment.
And do you have any sponsors? Like, is there any teachers that have sponsored you?
Yeah, Miss Gilligan has sponsored me. There's a couple of other teachers there. A lot of my students sponsor me, TYs, first year, second year. So yeah, sponsorship is going really, really well.
Alright, that's really good. Well, I wish you all the best in the race.
Thanks, Mr. Checkley.
Right, so I'm here with Mr. Toner, and we're just going to ask you a couple of questions about the race.
Go ahead.
So, how are you feeling about your team and the race overall?
Should be good. No, very strong team now. Myself, Miss Connaughty, Miss Casey, and Mr. McCarthy.
Right.
Sure, worst comes to worst, Miss Casey can just throw us up on her shoulders so she can carry us over the finish line. She'll absolutely be able for that.
Is there anyone on any of the teams that you're worried to come up against?
No, Miss Conlon now would be the big one. She runs marathons, she plays GAA, she's extremely fit, she's very determined. She'd be my big fear now going up against for this one.
Okay, and a quick side note, I just had an interview with Mr. Munley, and he was claiming that you and Mr. Jordan may have some signs of cheating. What's your response?
I can't speak to Mr. Jordan now. He's a known cheater. Anyone that knows him knows he's a liar and a cheater. Munley can't talk. I play football Munley on a Wednesday night, and he just hacks all the way through. Hacks and misses open goals is his kind of key thing that he does in the football pitch. So he's spouting, he's talking absolute pony there.
Okay. Right, well, that's it from us. Thanks very much, sir.
No problem, guys. Thanks.
And we're just going to do a quick interview, if that's alright, miss?
Absolutely.
Okay, so how are you feeling in regards to the race and your team?
Highly confident we're going to win.
Right, who's on your team?
I've got Mr. Jordan,
Okay.
Miss Quigley, and Mr. O'Neill.
Right.
So we're all going to win.
Good team.
Without a doubt.
How are you feeling in regards to the other teams?
There is a team I know of. I think it's Mr. McCarthy's team. I'm trying to remember who the other players are. We think they will be the hard ones to beat.
Okay.
But we have a tactic in mind, and we're going to use it if all else fails.
Okay, so you come up with a strategy.
Yeah, we do.
Alright, and we just had an interview with Mr. Toner, and he actually says that you're the one he's most worried to come up against. Do you have any comments on that?
He should be worried.
Okay, that's it from us.
Okay,
Thanks, miss.
Thank you. Thanks a million.
And the race kicks off. All of the teachers bursting out of their lines to get a good start. For the first obstacle, the blue team and the pink team are neck and neck for first place. By the time they get to the jump ropes, you can really see that the first lap is between pink, blue and orange, with all these teams moving through at the same pace, leaving yellow, green and light blue in the dust. Approaching the ring toss together, but Mr. McCarthy tosses it through and makes a mad dash to his team, completing the first lap.
Now entering the third lap, and the atmosphere here is something else. Students from every year cheering on their sponsors and Clavenors alike. Here we see one of the teachers from the green team, Mr. Jordan, skipping the hurdles and being very unsportsmanly as he cheats his way through the course. Even though he cheated past 2 obstacles, Mr. Jordan has still found a way to be dead last at this point. At the end of the egg and spoon race, all the teachers go past the hoops together, leaving long-term rivals Mr. Jordan and Mr. Toner to scramble for second last place for this lap. Finally, to finish the day, we see Mr. McKenna running alone. He runs through the cones like a dog in a dog show. A good effort nonetheless.